I would say the similarities that are most obvious in wrestling as compared to rock and roll is it's a very singular lifestyle. Most people outside of the business don't really understand the subculture within the business. I mean, you talk to a touring musician, they talk about life on the road and the challenges that it plays on your relationships and the unique things that come with being on stage and people projecting onto you. It's very similar for wrestlers, albeit with a totally different set of perspectives. That's where it's sort of relatable. Unfortunately, rock stars tend to get paid a little bit better than wrestlers, which isn't always fair.
Really?
Resistance Pro Wrestling is a Chicago-based independent wrestling company, which I'm the creative director. The Baron brothers, Jacques and Gabe, are the owners of the company.
It's kind of the theater of the absurd. It really is. I mean, there's so many different elements and so many different things you can do with pro wrestling as long as the fans are with you.
The one thing we try to do with Resistance Pro is we always try to have a few surprises to make sure that every show's got a fresh feel and stands on its own as a unique artistic enterprise.
We've got hot chicks, we've got muscle men, we've got acrobats flipping and flopping, there's funny men, there's guys you hate, there's guys you like. It's a roller coaster.
I think where we're different than most independent companies is everything we do in the ring is related to storyline. We tend to try to have a product where anybody coming in off the street, they can get into the product right away and understand what's going on.
It's an escape. You know, it's entertainment. You know, aside from being a business on my end, I mean, people pay their money to watch someone like me either beat someone up or get beat up.
Little Snitsky says, Jay Bradley's ass will be kicked tonight. Whether I do it or he does it, it's gonna get done.
We have what we call an old school, new school vision where we use the basic wrestling archetypes of the past and we're trying to bring them into the 21st century. We think there's a model there that can be successful on the national level.
I've actually crossed paths with Gene before when we were with WWE. Gene is enormous, and he is legit probably one of the strongest men I've ever shaken hands with or been in the ring with. But, you know, that's it. Some nights are a little rougher than the others. I'm going to be out there making people laugh, and this one I'm probably going to walk away probably with a tear in my eye.
As long as little Snitsky's happy, big Snitsky's happy.
I write all the storylines for the company and work personally with the talent because as far as we're concerned, developing stars that go on to the next level in the wrestling business is going to bring more young talent to Resistance Pro and try to create an interesting funneling effect where they see us as an opportunity to help them get to the big time.
I think it's awesome. If any chance, this is the spot to definitely make a name for myself. I want everybody, you know what I'm saying? I want to get there and everybody, oh, dude, this Cobra kid, he got the look, but can he work? And then whenever they don't really expect something from a bigger guy, and behold, he can actually hang with the big boys. That's what I'm talking about. So, I mean, I'm really loving it. I think it's a huge opportunity, and I'm sticking with it.
I believe that if you can make it in Chicago, you can make it anywhere else, you know? So this is the right place to start, and I think that we're off in the right foot. We got the right people in the company, and we're on good hands, and we're on the right track.
There's a lot of entertainment coming out of Chicago, and this can be a hybrid of music, you know, the theater, theatrics, and then the athletics, and there's nothing like that here in Chicago, and we're a city of how many million of people that typically get behind anything that's Chicago made. So hopefully people will take to this.
We remain convinced that Resistance Pro can be a national promotion. What I mean by that is will be available to anybody in America that has either a computer or a television. You'll be able to see a weekly Resistance Pro TV show featuring very traditional wrestling product. We think there's a market for that, and that's what we're working toward.
Style.